way through the London traffic as Alice closed her eyes. She hadn't wanted to sell her beloved house, hoping to somehow keep it and rent it while she made her new life in Portugal with Louis. But she couldn't afford to buy her ex, Adam, out, and he'd insisted on trying to get half of the value, even though Alice had repeatedly made the point that he'd only contributed enough to own the downstairs toilet. It turned out downstairs toilets were worth quite a lot of money these days, if the eventual allocation of 30% of the house value to him was a guide price. But, as the voice in her head kept reminding her, 70% of London house money was a lot of money. But Alice still couldn't get over the unfairness, try as she might. He didn't deserve it. And the house was now sold. It was someone else's. She felt Louis stroke her hair, and fell into a listless sleep, her mind crowded with images of Adam's constant emails and messages digging at her, pushing her to let him have what he wanted, but not what he deserved. It's for the business, for me and Veronique. Come on, Allie, do the right thing. That text had rung around in her head for weeks. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. It's only the right thing for him and his new girlfriend, but certainly not for me. She had repeated it to herself like a mantra, to keep her fighting for what she deserved. It had dragged on for almost a year, despite the apparent urgent need for investment in his business, because he would not negotiate. Until finally, the letter from the solicitor had arrived, and she knew she had to say yes, just to be able to move on. Dear Ms. Matthews, Mr. Kennedy has offered to accept 30% of the sale price of the property. His partner is pregnant, and she is keen to bring this matter to a close as soon as possible. Alice! Alice! Louis was whispering. We're here. Time to wake up. Her eyes flickered open, and she raised her head, her arm still wrapped around him. People were milling about the outside concourse, striding along and dragging their suitcases with them towards the departure hall. She sat up and stretched, shaking the dream away. Oh, your mum's here, said Louis. Really? We said goodbye yesterday, muttered Alice, surprised. She quickly began rummaging in her bag for a tissue to wipe the eyeliner off her cheeks. Nice of her to come, though. Well, yes and no. Is Joseph with her? Oh, yes. I can see him stood by the terminal building. Alice sat up straight and spotted her mother on the walkway holding a placard. Oh. Good luck in your new life, Alice, is what it says, said Louis, squinting to make out the words. Well, given it's Mum, that's quite low-key. Alice sighed and picked up her bag. And I think under that in smaller letters it says, A is a B... That word's been crossed out. He didn't deserve 30%, but at least you're rich anyway. Alice laughed and turned away. I can't look. Louis smiled. I love your mother, but I think she needs to do a course in snappy one-liners or something. Alice pushed the door open and stepped out, whilst Louis got the bags and spoke to the taxi driver. Hi, Mum, she said, walking towards her. Alice, shouted her mother. At last! I've been here for half an hour already. I was waiting inside, but they threw me out, said political demonstrations weren't allowed. I said, have you read this placard? She started to point it at Alice like it was an arrow. It's not political at all. It's about my daughter. What have you done to your face, by the way? It's covered in black stuff. Eyeliner, Mum. Oh, well, clean it off, dear. You look like you're in that horror film. What's it called again? Night of the Living Dead. Alice gave her a hug. I'll wipe it off in a second. And thank you for the placard. It shows great support. That well-being course I've done's just made me, open up, show that empathetic, caring side of my personality that I'd hidden for years. Alice's stepfather, Joseph, walked over to them and gently took the placard from her mother. Shall we join them in departures, then? Can't stand out here forever. He placed it gently against a wall. We'll collect it on the way back. He smiled.